And we are going to begin in Lower Manhattan. The manager of the garage was killed. His body, we understand, was just removed from the rubble there. 7 others were injured when that top floor collapsed just after 4 yesterday afternoon. And investigators today are focusing on the weight of at least 50 cars on the top floor and whether the structure that was built in 1925 was designed to handle all of that weight. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office says it is now investigating the deadly collapse. We have several reports tonight. Sandra Bookman and Mike Marza are on the ground, and Shannon Sohn is in Newscopter 7. We are going to begin with Sandra.
Yeah, Liz, the work continues on this site tonight. As we all know, one person was killed, a garage worker, just moments ago. The medical examiner's office van here on scene. The body of that 59-year-old garage manager was located in the rubble and was respectfully taken out of the debris. Again, that one worker, 59-year-old Willis Moore. Now, it's certainly 24 hours later, a much different scene than the chaos that was triggered by that collapse. The focus this evening is on trying to figure out how to get what remains of that 1925 era building down without hurting neighboring buildings. One by one, a giant crane and claw plucked crumpled cars from the pile of concrete that used to be a parking garage. This just the beginning of what's being characterized as the controlled deconstruction of this nearly 100-year-old building.
Right now we're transitioning to how we safely take down that building, and it's incredibly complex. There's over 50 cars on the roof. The building is not structurally sound.
A dash cam captured the collapse yesterday that sent garage attendants running for their lives. At least 6 of the workers were injured, 1 killed. Neighbors now identify him as 59-year-old Willis Moore, the longtime garage manager and a lifelong resident of Laurelton, Queens.
As soon as I turned the news on, I heard of the collapse, and I said to myself, I pray that's not his garage.
The FDNY's robotic dog pinpointed his remains, as it did the job firefighters were unable to do because of the building's instability. And more tech at work. Again today, drones were in the air, keeping a watchful digital eye on things. Also spotted air monitors strategically placed around the scene as the clouds of dust from the demolition fill the air. Part of the city's efforts to keep first responders and onlookers safe.
Technology saved lives. And unless you have been on the front line of dealing with those saving lives, you don't really respect.
Now, we have learned tonight that there were some 80 to 90 vehicles in that garage, both on the roof and in the rest of the garage when it collapsed. So far, they have successfully removed some 6 vehicles. They expect to continue removing those vehicles throughout the night. One of the hazards they're looking for, the gasoline tanks of those already damaged cars, as well as electric vehicles that could pose an additional hazard. We're also being told that the FDNY will have a team on site here, an incident team on site 24/7.